won't let it end like this. That's the way you want it. That's the way you want it. That's the way it has to be.
It's time to go to bed.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
This place could use a few more people willing to work. Everything is falling apart. I'm the only one willing to fix it. Nice talking to you.
I told you it would work, Madison. And now I can prove it.
James, you're back.
And with good news. I was right about Braun and the Gek. If we can find one, we can adapt it to work with the purifiers.
I'd like to believe you, James. I really would. This is all just so sudden.
Madison, I'm telling you, this is real. I talked to Braun himself. He confirmed it. Don't you see? This is what we've been waiting for.
I don't know, James. So many years have passed. Is it really still worth trying?
How could it not be worth improving the lives of everyone on the wasteland? What could be a more worthy endeavor?
You haven't lost any of your passion, have you, James?
It's as important to me as ever, Madison. I know it's important to you too. Let's finish it together.
James, we don't have a GEC. I can get a small team together, but we'll need proof that it works before people believe us.
I know, I was thinking about that. The lab at the facility had some old pre-war computers that we scavenged. One of them might be useful.
From the last reports, there's no power at the facility. Even if one of those computers had a database, we couldn't access it.
That's why we're going to head over there right now and get things up and running as best we can.
You know, if it were anyone else asking me to do this, I'd have them run right out of Rivet City.
And you know I wouldn't be here if I didn't think this would really work. It's time, Madison.
Damn you, James. When this is all over, you owe me a drink. I'll get the team together.
Thank you, Madison. It's good to be working with you again.
Did you need something? You found him? I can't believe it! You have my thanks. We would be lost without James. No, of course not. I'm simply glad that our work can continue. James is essential to the project, that's all, really. I have faith in your father. With the knowledge he's gained, we stand a better chance than we ever have. That man doesn't have you looking for his pet android, does he? I've already told him to lay off it. He's distracting my entire team. Farewell.
We need to get back to Project Purity. The computer there is our best chance to locate a GEC. That's my girl. It'll be good to work side by side with you, honey.
Any trouble in this area?
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I am Bannon, proprietor and city council member. I carry discriminating attire for discriminating customers. Between you and me, keeping out the riffraff is good for business. Straight to the point. I like that. Another satisfied customer? Come back soon.
Any trouble in this area? I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen her?
Won't someone, please? Water? Please.
I'm glad I've got you watching my back. I'm not quite sure I'm cut out for all this excitement. Not anymore. We can't accomplish anything until we can get inside, but none of us are particularly capable fighters. I hate to ask you to put yourself in harm's way, but you seem to have learned to handle yourself. I need you to go in and make sure it's safe for Dr. Lee and her crew. Be careful.
So you're going to make sure it's safe for us in there? That's really brave of you. I've been with Dr. Lee for about 10 years now. She needed an assistant, and I needed something to do. It was either this or wind up dead in a ditch someplace, you know? I sure hope so. Or it's just going to crush Dr. Lee completely. Especially after your father came back and all. So long.
I'm sure it's not safe in there, but how safe is it for us to be standing around out here?
Bye.
Now we must worry about mutants as well? Perhaps we should have stayed at Rivet City. I have worked for Dr. Lee for many years. She has been good to me, helped me through some difficult times. I had little purpose in my life before she helped me. So now I help her in return. I am no scientist, but I am good with machines. If Dr. Lee says it will work, then it will be so. Bye.
What can I do for you?
What's the big idea? That batch of tests was inconclusive, but Madison and I are convinced it's a problem with the secondary filtration system. We're going to recalibrate the equipment and try again tomorrow, so that
James, please.
Now
Try to
try and
work.
hop!
All the time. So that's the next step. Assuming we get the results we need, we'll move on to... James! Stop! I need to finish these notes. We'll move on to diagnosing the issues with the radiation dampeners. That should... Ow! James!
Time to die! So, here we are again. Project Purity and me. It's been close to 20 years since my last entry. Since I left all of this behind to make a life for my daughter. We've spent that time in Vault 101, tucked away from the rest of the world. It wasn't perfect, but it was safe, and that's all I could have hoped for. Now my daughter is a grown woman. Beautiful, intelligent, confident. Just like her mother. And as hard as it was to admit it, she doesn't need her daddy anymore. So here I am, back where it all began. Project Purity. God, we wanted to change the world. We really thought the waters of life could be a reality. And that's why this is a momentous occasion. Because even after 19 years, I still believe Project Purity can and will be operational. This is just the beginning. I spoke with Dr. Lee, Madison, and with it. Are you all right? Is it safe in about as well as I expected? That is to say, she thinks I'm completely... Let's get inside and get to work. How can I blame her? She's got her own life, her own team, and is making real, tangible scientific progress.
Some people are in such a hurry.
Here I come again. A very paragon of failure and false promises. But the reality is, I need Madison and whatever scientific team she may have assembled. I can't do this myself. Project Purity is bigger than me. It always was. God, I can't let this die. Not again. Not like this. This is day 2 of my attempt to resurrect this project. I've got one of the portable fusion generators up and running, but it's just enough to power the emergency lighting on a couple of other systems. So for now, I need help powering up the mainframe. I'm to visit Madison in the city.
Not so close.
Did you need something?
Noisy last night. I could hardly sleep.
Maybe a quick fix is something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of good cameras.
I'll try it. What do you need?
Did you need something? What can I do for you? Farewell.
Listen, I know who you are, okay? As far as I'm concerned, you've got no business being here, so just stay out of my way. Unlike some people around here, I stuck with Dr. Lee through it all. I was the last one to leave when we finally gave up. Now your daddy shows up out of the blue, and suddenly I have to drop everything to come back and help pick up the pieces. Sure. No matter that he disappears for almost 20 years, leaving us all hanging. It's not like we have lives or anything. Besides the fact that you shouldn't be here, don't touch anything you're not told to. There's enough to do around here without having to clean up after you. The hell do you care? You showed up here, 5 minutes ago, and now you're strutting around like you own the place? You shouldn't even be here. Why don't you go do whatever it is you're supposed to be doing and leave me alone? Not if you keep asking me stupid questions. Just stay out of my way, okay?
Hey there! I hear we have you to thank for getting us up and running again. Who, me? Oh, nothing special. I grew up in Rivet City and was always interested in what the scientists were doing there. Dr. Lee took me under her wing and taught me everything I know. Dan and I were out in the field when we got the call to come back. I'd steer clear of the water if I were you. It's seeping in from the tidal basin, which means it's radioactive. If that's not bad enough, if there are any loose wires as the power comes back on, you might get a bit of a jolt. Know what I mean? I don't see why not. Between Dr. Lee and your dad, we've got the best minds on the job. They can do just about anything. Yeah, I think we'll be up and running in no time. Good luck.
Good to see you.
Here we are, where it all began. You remember your mother's favorite passage? Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. Don't you see? This is what it all means. The water, the purifier. This is the water of life. Your mother's dream. No point in wasting time. Let's get to work. There's much to be done. The project was abandoned shortly after you were born. Things have deteriorated here since then, and there's been some flooding. I need you to get to the flood control pumps and activate them so we can clear out the water and reach the mainframe. The automatic doors sealed when the flooding occurred, so you'll have to use the access tunnels to reach the pumps.
Just be careful what you touch in here, okay? The equipment's old enough as it is. Dr. Lee has been waiting to come back here for 20 years, okay? 20. That's a long time. This is important. We can't afford to screw it up. So long.
What can I do for you?
Great work on the pumps. Hurry back, and I'll give you the fuses you need. I've been hearing good things about you. Is it true? Did you really disarm the bomb in Megaton? I'm very proud of you, even though you put yourself in harm's way. Just please be careful out there. This is a dangerous world. Far more dangerous than anyone on that vault knows. Right. The flooding shorted out some of the fuse boxes downstairs, including one that controls some of the automatic doors. Here, take these fuses. The box is back down in the sub-basement near the eastern end of the level. Once the fuses are replaced, you'll be able to get to the mainframe. You need to replace the fuses that shorted out in the flooding. Once they're in, the automatic doors will work and we can reach the mainframe. Be careful, sweetie.
Hey there.
Fuses in place, you should be able to access the mainframe. No need to come back to the control room. Just head straight there. Just be a few minutes until we can access the mainframe. Use the intercom so I can tell you where to go next. There are a few minor repairs still to be made up here in the control room. Why don't you come back here and give me a hand? Actually, wait. There's one other thing I need you to do. Janice says there's a blockage in one of the intake pipes. It's on your way back. Head back up to the museum level and give me a call on the intercom when you get there. Head up to the museum level. Use the door at the north end of the level you're on now. You're in the security level. It's full of holding tanks for the water, as well as our processing equipment and power systems. Keep up the good work, honey.
Good to see you.
What do you need?
right, everyone. You should be able to hear me now. We've restored power to the mainframe, which is coming online now. There's a lot of deterioration in the pipes and some damage to the substrate. But it's nothing we can't fix. Once the mainframe is online, we'll be able to access the database and hopefully learn where we can find a gap. I'd like to thank you all for returning to this project after so many years. I know some of you thought, like me, that this day would never come. We have a singular opportunity, a chance to make the risk of a better place.
The authority of the President, this facility is now under
They just
United
burst
States
in,
government
James locked the
control.
door. Why would
The
he lock
person
me
in
out?
charge
What
is
does he
to
think
step
he's
forward
doing?
immediately and turn over all materials related to this project.
That's quite impossible. This is a private project. The Enclave has no authority here. I'm going to have to ask you to leave at once.
Am I to assume, sir, that you are in charge?
Yes, I'm responsible for this project.
Then I repeat, sir, that you are hereby instructed to immediately hand over all materials related to the purifier.
I'm sorry, but that's...
Furthermore, you are to assist Enclave scientists in assuming control of the administration and operation of this facility at once.
Colonel, is it Colonel? I'm sorry, but the facility is not operational. It never has been. I'm afraid you're wasting your time here.
Sir, this is the last time I am going to repeat myself. Stand down at once and turn over control of this facility.
Colonel, I assure you that this facility will not function. We have never been able to successfully replicate test results.
I suggest you comply immediately, sir, in order to prevent any more incidents. Are we clear?
Yes, Colonel. I'll do whatever you want. There's no need for more violence.
Then you will immediately hand over all materials related to this project and aid us in making it operational at once.
Very well. Give me a few moments to bring the system online.
James, this is wrong. You can't do this.
Addison, please. Now's not the time. I'll get the information the Colonel needs, but I need you to...
I won't help you do this, James, not after everything it took to get here.
I need you to monitor the output levels on pumps 3 and 4. Please, step over to the panel and keep an eye on them, will you?
What? What are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense.
Addison, please. It's very important that you do this right now. Just step over to the panel while I access the computer in the control booth.
James,
Please, just monitor the pumps.
My patience wears thin.
Almost ready. I'm compiling the data now. Run. Run!
what is he doing in there? What is he doing in there? What is he doing in there? James. He's gone. We have to get out of here. They'll be coming for us next. We've got to evacuate now. We used an old abandoned tunnel as an escape route once before, many years ago. Everyone should know how to find it. We need to get there right now. Let's go.
Go!
Don't wander off. We're going to need you. This tunnel leads to the Citadel, the Brotherhood of Steel's fortress. We should be safe there, if we can make it. I don't know what's ahead. That's the problem. No one has used these tunnels in years, but we can't stay put. The Enclave will find us eventually. We have to get moving. We need to keep everyone together, and we need to get through this tunnel as quickly as possible. We're not safe until we reach the other side. You should stay close, and we'll follow behind you. We'll be right behind you. Be careful.
Hello, my beautiful America. This is President Eden. It's time. Talk about government.
There's a locked door up ahead. I can open it, but it'll take some time.
As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your president,
What is it? We'll be right behind you. Be careful.
What did you do?
I'm unarmed, don't shoot! I'm unarmed, don't shoot!
This is all. That's that. Dr. Lee.
We can't go any further. We need to stop. Garza has a heart condition. He needs medicine or he may not make it. I'm not moving until he gets the medicine he needs. I don't have sufficient medical supplies with me, or else this wouldn't be a problem. If you have any stim packs, I would ask that you hand them over. Yes, this looks to be enough. He'll need medical attention once we've reached the Citadel, but this will get him there. Thank you. Give me a moment, and we can continue. This will help you to feel better. Once we reach the Citadel...
Positive
I'm
ID on
unarmed,
target.
don't shoot!
Whoa, whoa!
Careful. Don't shoot!
I'm out of here.
believe I can handle things from here.
A nice day. There you are! What? Now fly and hide! A nice day.
Madison, I'm surprised to see you here. What can I do for you?
Don't talk down to me, Lyons. I had nowhere else to turn. You must help us. Project Purity has been overrun.
Yes, I've heard reports of an incident there. What details can you give us?
The Enclave. They've attacked Project Purity. James is dead. There may be more. I don't know. You have to do something.
And it's as we feared. Madison, I'm sorry this happened. I wish we could have done something.
Then do something now. They've taken over the Purifier. Lyons, they cannot be permitted to have control over it. It's not right.
No. Calm down. You know as well as I do that the Purifier doesn't work. It's useless to them. Perhaps it's time to walk away.
That's not true. James, he found what's been missing. We know how to get it running.
Is that so? Does the Enclave know this?
No, I don't think... I don't know. I just don't know what's happening anymore.
All right, Madison. It'll be okay. Now, this is James's daughter, I presume? I can see the resemblance.
Yes. She knows what we need. Vault-Tec computer, something to locate equipment. Please help her.
Very well. We'll sort this all out.
I need to rest, lie down or something. This is just too much. Rothschild should help you, but don't forget that he's Brotherhood. I've never trusted them. Be careful what you tell them.
Hail.
You have my condolences. Your father was a good man. Think nothing of it. Your father was a visionary. He spent his life trying to make this world a better place for all of us. Few can say that. The Brotherhood is an old organization going back to the years just after the war. We are but a part of it. What would you like to know? The Brotherhood began on the West Coast. It exists there still. We were dispatched to this location many years ago. In truth, the Brotherhood of Steel has been struggling for years, both here and back home. Honor, truth, courage. These virtues seem to have little meaning in these troubled times, I'm afraid. Ah, no. That's the real question, isn't it? Our orders were, and are, to acquire any and all advanced technology, and we have, to the best of our abilities. But when I realized the extent of the super-mutant threat, I felt it was my responsibility to aid the people in their struggle against them. Unfortunately, my superiors back west disagree with my assessment of the situation. They feel I've grown too attached to the local populace. And they're right. In any event, the Enclave's arrival changes everything. It's been over 20 years since we arrived, and we've been struggling to contain and eradicate the super mutants for nearly as long. With the arrival of the Enclave, I have a terrible feeling the super mutants are the least of our worries. So be it. What more did you want to know? So be it. Would you believe no? It's pathetic, really, considering we've been fighting those abominations for nearly 20 years. In all that time, all we've managed to do is to contain the threat, hold them back so they don't overrun every blasted settlement out here. But we don't really know anything. Where they're from, why they've infested the DC ruins. And now here we are, holed up in our citadel. Low on resources, low on troops. It's enough to make an old man so very tired. Why, yes. Yes, indeed, there is someone. Our intrepid Paladin Gunny trains all initiates in the use of power armor. When they're ready. Under the circumstances, I will allow Gunny to train you as well. You'll find him in the Bailey. I will send word that I've given my approval. More than anyone else, I dare say. Certainly enough to know they're the greatest threat the capital wasteland has ever faced. The Brotherhood of Steel has encountered the Enclave before, you see. Over 30 years ago, back in California. Then they were led by a President Richardson. Now we've got this Eden to contend with. It matters not now, as before they seek to control and destroy. All in the guise of restoring order. Your father, I fear, was just the beginning. Hail.
Hail. Hail.
Can you take these Enclave guys? Scribe Peabody was telling me about those Enclave.
I need to speak with your father.
I don't think that Paladin Gunny would be very happy if he saw me talking to an outsider.
Module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation, Liberty Prime. Mission, the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets, any and all Red Chinese invaders. Emergency Communist Acquisition Directive. Immediate self-destruct. Better dead than red.